This is my review on my work for Titus Andronicus. We are commissioned by the Lambeth City Learning Centre, the Royal Shakespeare Company, the BFI, and the management at Glenthorne High School to film an extract from the play Titus Andronicus from a range of different perspectives. In the end, we decided to adapt this work to a Shakespearean text but put it into modern times, in which we'd have the Goths being actual Goths in the sequence, where they'd wear dark clothing to try and represent this along with makeup, and then the Romans would have been, as they're known as chavs in today. So that way we already had that built-in conflict between the two groups, and the audience would be able to recognise who was who and why there was such tension. I feel that my contribution to the group went well, as I was able to influence various parts of the production and also help others in the group and the actors so that the final product would look good. For this project, I was as two roles. The main one I was being was the cameraman, the main one. So during the actual shooting days, I was trying to organise people into positions so that the framing would be correct and that it would look good for cuts between shots and that the sequence would move smoothly. I was also the role of the director on the day, so I was trying to get the actors ready and prepared for the actual filming so that we wasn't wasting a lot of time, and also had to, as the director, make sure they knew exactly what they was doing on the day so no one messed up. And this also included for my group. I had to make sure we all had the same understanding of what direction this project was going in, and making sure we stayed on track with what we had to do. From the client's feedback, we got quite a variety and mixed views on it. For example, Kim Morrison thought the location choice was really good and that the costumes worked really well. However, the criticism we received was that they said it isn't clear who the main character is. I agree with this because at times it was slightly hard. Because we was quite pressed for time, it was quite difficult to get the characters always in the right areas and have them focused on have the camera focused on them for it to actually show who they are. And also because the text is quite minimal, it was actually hard in the short text we had to try and establish them when they didn't say so many words. And due to Titus Andronicus having such a wide range of actors, it became difficult for us to do. Melanie Whitehead from the Royal Shakespeare Company said that she really enjoyed the technical elements that were laid over the film. But however, she also said some edits could have been made sharper so that the audience perceptions of the performance was better. I agree slightly with this. I do feel that in some parts the editing is a bit rough. However, overall, I think the group did a good job editing the footage together. Lee was our main editor, and I feel the piece, because of him, worked really well. It cut shot to shot. He also had a great layover at the end where the face of Isabella, one of the actors there, was placed over her main character, and it made the shot very dramatic, which is a feeling you want to get when you're watching a Shakespearean text. When we actually asked for feedback from friends and people we know, a majority of the people we asked said the extract was hard to understand. Now this could be for a variety of things. Personally, I think it's because it was a Shakespearean text. Sometimes it can be difficult, especially when you're adapting it to different time eras. People won't know exactly what they're watching. However, they did seem to enjoy the soundtrack we used, along with the audience enjoying the style and editing, as they thought it introduced the characters and then finished the two characters off really well. I agree with this. I feel that the start sets the theme well, where we're having the introduction and you can see this small army moving along and slowly progressing up the hill before they start speaking, and then at the end when you've got the fade out where Isabella's got her face overlaid onto another layer. I think that's a great way to end it because it really causes quite a lot of tension and the audience are prompted to wonder what happens next. And finally, reflecting to work in a brief. I thought it was very good. when we was working to it. It gave it that extra professional feel, so we took extra care into it. And also it was something new to us, so we were always happy to be working with it. Another thing with the brief, because it had set boundaries, we knew what we was doing. We didn't have to come up with an idea all by ourselves. This was already laid out for us, so it was nice to work to someone else's vision and try and put that into our perspectives.